Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing well. This is Rudy. Hey, I had a little excitement tonight, and I'm glad to be back home and not in jail. I'm glad to be able to pet my dog Layla and be home. But I had a little excitement. I wanted to share it. I wanted to collect my thoughts and put it on video while it's still fresh in my mind. But in any event, I heard within the past few days that Sarah Palin would be coming to the Majestic Theater in downtown Dallas, and she would be speaking along with Rick Perry, along with I think the Dallas mayor, and also Stephen Broden. And so I thought, well, that I should go. I want to hear what they got to say, and I don't have really a strong opinion about Sarah Palin one way or the other, except I think she has a relationship with Henry Kissinger. I don't know for a fact that's the case, but that's I just don't have a strong opinion about Sarah Palin. So I'm not a supporter, and I'm not a detractor. But I did hear that Henry Kissinger supports her, and so it makes me suspicious as heck. And then when it comes to Rick Perry, I'm not a big fan of his. He wanted to give every female child in Texas a Gardasil vaccine shot, and I'm totally against that. And my understanding, he's visited the Bilderberg group a few times, so I'm very suspicious of him. But nonetheless, they do represent significant players in the Tea Party, and I wanted to go hear what they got to say. So my fiance and I went to the Majestic Theater when it opened up, and we paid $100 a piece. And I thought while I was going up there, I would take James David Manning's advice, and I printed off about 150 copies of Lieutenant Colonel Terry Lakin flyers. Now, I didn't even have a laser printer, so it's going to become important to you to understand why I'm going into this much detail in a second, but I had to go buy a laser printer. I had to go buy a toner cartridge. Now, the laser printer cost me $80. The toner cartridge cost me like $50. Then I had to buy a bunch of paper, and then I started printing off the flyers, and I'll put a little thing up there now so you'll know what I'm talking about. But when I went to the Majestic Theater, and these are supposed to be good conservative Tea Party members, I politely asked people if they didn't mind if I give them a flyer, and I wanted to tell them about Lieutenant Colonel Terry Lakin, and everything was going fine. I was very polite. I wasn't trying to raise a scene or anything. I just wanted to raise awareness about Lieutenant Colonel Terry Lakin, and there did appear to be some good people in the audience. Some of the audience members I had talked to had nephews that were lost in the war and stuff, so I got the utmost respect for these people, and it wasn't my intention to go raise a scene. But I went and paid the $100 a piece for me and my fiance Erin. I was asking people politely if they don't mind if I hand out a flyer. And then a lady comes up to me that has a little clipboard, and she's got her, well-dressed. And this is a she-poo-poo kind of place. I mean, it's like everybody's in fancy clothes. And I just, there wasn't any dress code. So, I was wearing my blue jeans and exactly what I have on right now. But she was asking me what I'm doing. And I said, well, ma'am, do you know about Lieutenant Colonel Terry Lakin? Would you like a flyer? And she said that, I need to stop passing out flyers. And I said, well, I didn't sign anything that says I got to stop passing out flyers, and I'm not forcing these things on anybody. And she got really abrupt with me, and she tried to physically take my flyers. And I put a lot of effort and time and money into making these things. Go try to make 150 flyers for Lieutenant Colonel Terry Lakin to see how much it cost you. And I said, ma'am, that's mine. You can't take that. And I got kind of excited, and she didn't like my tone of voice, and she immediately called her jackbooted thugs over. And I shouldn't call them jackbooted thugs. They were policemen, but they came over and they said, you're about to be arrested. And I said, what have I done? I said, I paid to get in here, and I haven't done anything wrong. Is this still America? Do we have freedom of speech? And they said, sir, if you don't, stop passing out flyers, and if you don't come with us right now, you're going to be arrested. Well, right then and there, I knew I was over with. At that point in time, I started speaking at the loudest I could the story of Lieutenant Colonel Terry Lakin. I put my hands out because I didn't, I knew I had like 3 or 4 cops around me. I don't know the exact number, but let's say there's 3. And they were all like, I don't know why get garnered so many cops' attention, but I just started telling everybody around me, like, I'm being arrested for passing out flyers. You guys need to know this. And, I guess as soon as I started doing that, well, next thing I know, I'm being arrested and I'm in handcuffs. And they led me out of the place. And I got to say the cops were fairly nice, although I think they were acting as jackbooted thugs on behalf of the Majestic Theater. And I think the Majestic Theater was extremely wrong for not letting me pass out flyers for Lieutenant Colonel Terry Lakin. That's a breakdown on freedom of speech. And I didn't sign anything when I went into that theater that says I wouldn't pass out flyers. And I wasn't forcing my flyers on anybody. I asked everyone that I approached, would you mind if I hand you a flyer before I handed it to them? So in any event, I guess if you try to spread the truth about Lieutenant Colonel Terry Lakin, if you try to spread the truth about the birth certificate at a Sarah Palin event or a Rick Perry event or a Tea Party event in a fancy place in downtown Dallas, you're going to be ejected and put in handcuffs. And thank God they didn't arrest me. But in any event, here's the rest of the video and you know, the little thing that happens. And I'm grateful not to be in the pokey tonight. And but you know, they haven't got me down. I'm going to pass out flyers, you know, next chance I get. And I may not do it at the Majestic. They're not my favorite people anymore, but I'll do it everywhere else I get a chance. But here's what happened that night, and God bless every one of you, and take care. All right. Hey guys, I hope everyone is doing well. This is Rudy. Hey, Sarah Palin is meeting with Rick Perry and the Dallas mayor. I forget his name. It's Lupert or something like that, and also Stephen Broden. I'm here. I bought a laser printer last night, and I printed like 150 Terry Lakin flyers. Can you guys see the flyers with Terry Lakin? So I'm going to be passing those out to try to raise awareness with Terry Lakin. I've also got my Death to the New World Order hat, and I got some business cards for James Evan Manning. So I'll be passing out as much as I can. Oh yeah, I got my Constitution. Hold on. And I got the Constitution as well. Hey guys, this is Rudy. I'm out here at the Sarah Palin thing and in the parking lot, and there's just, I never seen so many freaking birds in my life. I had to get it. Look at the birds everywhere you see. So I thought I would, it's kind of interesting. I've never seen so many dang birds. They're up there. There we go. You ever seen so many birds in your life? There they go. Look at that. I'm going to get shit on for sure. Wow, look at all those birds. Look at all these freaking birds. Does that have some sort of meaning? Anyway, I've never seen so many birds in my life. Look at all that over there. Okay, I got the bird. And he's on the verge of being court-martialed. The mainstream media won't.
That's the only thing I want you to do. You're going to have a person up here. Just make sure it's okay with them before you give anything out, all right?
I always ask him, sir,
okay.
if, yeah. All right. Okay.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you very much.
I'm telling you, I was brief, and I got to make sure.
All right. Well, thank you for being a good peace officer and letting me have my freedom of speech.
No problem.
Okay. Thank you very much.
What? What was that?
I don't know.
You are a loose cannon.
And I have my camera in the car. I like her values.
You can't come in something like this.
Hi, do I get a stamp? I forgot my glasses.
Oh, you need to go out? Do you have your ticket?
Yeah,
We have to mark the ticket.
oh, it's in my friend has it.
Okay, can you go get it?
I'll be right
we
back. I have to
can't
get
let
my
you.
glasses.
Well, we won't be able to let you come back in then.
Okay. is he arrested? Why is he arrested?
That's a police matter.
Oh, it's my matter too. I'm with him.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
You'll have to talk to the police? Okay.
They're forcing me to tell them
Can
that.
I ask why this gentleman's being arrested so I can write this in the paper?
Yes, ma'am.
And your badge number is? 87.
Can you just hold on to something?
09. Okay.
What is the charge?
Was he was he being charged with?
Not under arrest at this time.
What him
We're simply
handcuffed?
detaining him right now.
Make sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we get you all back here?
Hold on to this one.
It's a free state. I'm not doing anything wrong with sitting right there. That's fine. I can sit right here. I'm not going to ask for his badge number. I'll just watch and see what's happening. I don't have to take that. Sitting out this way. Against the law.
Rudy?
There's no freedom of speech in America anymore.
Doesn't have his personal.
I entered the event. I paid over $200 to enter the event. I can't have freedom of speech. I have to shut up for the police.
You're just detained, right? You're not under arrest?
I'm not arrested at this time, according to the police. I paid over $200 to enter the event. I'm peacefully passing out flyers. I asked people if they wanted a flyer before I passed it out. A lady came up and told me not to pass out flyers. I told them I have a constitutional right to pass out flyers if people will accept them. She tried to take away all of my flyers, and then she called the police to come arrest me like the police state that we live in today. Lieutenant Commander Terry Lakin, Lieutenant Colonel Terry Lakin, is being court-martialed for asking for Obama's presidential eligibility requirements, including his long-form birth certificate. The mainstream media will not touch him because he is in an interracial marriage, and they cannot claim that he is racist. So Obama's jackbooted thugs all throughout the country are trying to cover for him and are trying to stop his Lieutenant Colonel Terry Lakin's message from getting out to the public. If people over America don't stand up for the truth and stand up for the Constitution and stand up for freedom, we're going to lose our right to speak out.
You're absolutely right, sir.
So how long are you detained for?
I have no idea.
Your name again?
My name is Rudy Davis.
R-O.
R-U-D-Y.
R-U-D-Y?
That's right, you got it right.
I was arrested for peacefully passing out flyers.
Well, he says you're not arrested yet.
Oh, I'm being detained. I see. Okay.
Being detained?
I guess that's what they said.
Do you know how much money you had in your pocket?
I should have counted it because they've taken it away. Oh, you got it? Yes, sir. I do have a ticket. I spent $200 to get a ticket. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just want the Constitution to be restored.